go back. How many participants we have now? 19. Okay, let me share my screen with you. Come on, share. But this is the Android Studio. So it's running right now, and we can see the different cuisines. It's not running now. Let me run. Just to remind you what we have, and to remind you what we have done here, I moved some of pictures, especially the big pictures, the big size pictures, I mean. I moved them from the drawable folder under resources to the map folder under resources. So I have to change in the all food data. I have to change the source. The source is drawable for some pictures, but it's r.mipmap for other pictures. Depend on if it's in the drawable or in the map. Later on, when we create another application, let's put everything in the map, because it seems when the picture in the map, the application can run without problems. Here, this is our application. When we just open it, the first cuisine is Indian, so we see here Indian and all Indian food. When we change the cuisine like Chinese, the Chinese food all spicy? Yes. Here, Chinese, all of them spicy. The Italian food, I guess all of them not spicy. Italian. Oh, okay, so yeah, pasta, lasagna, risotto, all of them are non-spicy. Okay, so far that's what we wanted to do. Let's now continue. When we click, if you are a customer and you want to make an order, you will choose what food you want, what cuisine you want, what food you want. So when you click, I'm now clicking, but nothing happens because it's still not ready. When we click, we want to move to another screen showing the name of the dish as a title here, showing the picture of the dish in a big size image, and showing the price again. We can add more details. Let's see. I will click here to stop running. Now let's create a new activity. New activity. Where is the activity? It's here. Empty activity. What do you want to call your activity? Let's call it food order, or without food order activity. Order activity, and you see the layout name is activity order. That's by default. And just make sure the language is Java. Then click finish. This this is creating an activity, which means this creates two files, one Java file and one XML. The XML here, its name is activity order, and the Java class is here, its name order activity. We want to move from the main activity to the order activity. Okay, and in the order activity, we need to show what? First of all, let's just show what we have, which means the name of the dish as a title, the price, and the big or the large image. Three things. To show them, let's go to the activity order. This is the text. Let's go to the design. Now in the design here, what I need a text view as a title, which is the dish name. So the title here, let me do the constraints. Okay, back. Oof, it's slow. Because of the connection, because of the Adobe connection, it's too slow sometimes. Now, what is the ID? TV dish title. As a title, let's make it 24 size, bold. We can change the color, doesn't matter. Then let me put the image. Let's choose first image. You can choose anything. You can choose anything because it will be changed later. Okay, now we need to change the size. It's too big. Uh-oh, no, it's not. What? Did I change it back? Bold. Okay. The image view. We need a suitable size. I think this size is good. Let's do the constraints here and up. Increase the size a little bit. Okay. What is the ID? Let's say it's image im dash picture. Now I need the price, so let me get a text view down here. This text view to show the word, the price, not showing the price, but showing the title or the label, the price. We need constraints. This is the price. Now, where to show the price? Let's show the price on a what? Edit text. But we need to take edit text decimal number. Constraint, edit text, so EDET price. This edit text, let's make sure it's not editable. Visibility, it has to be visible, of course, but how to make sure it's not editable? Here, editable, true, false. Okay, so it's not editable, which means the user cannot change what can see here. Okay, so far let's just show these things. Let's go to the food adapter here. No, not the food adapter. Forget about the food adapter. Order activity. This order activity, we need to jump here. So before I come here, or let me declare text view, text view dash TV for the dash text view, and edit text price ET for the price, and image view dash image. Okay, we can initialize them here. Dash TV equals find view by ID r.id dot what dash title TV dash title, yes, and the price ET equals find view by ID r.id dot ET price. Then the last one is the dish image equals find view by ID r.id dot im dish picture. Okay, Leave this now. We will come back here to give values. Go here. Now, we are in the main activity. For the main activity, so far, we can change the content of the list view by selecting the cuisine name from the spinner. But click the list view still has no listener. Let's go here and choose the list view dot set on item click listener. This. And when we choose this, it has to give us an error here. No, go back. We have to get, yes, add add method on item click listener. Choose annotation to add, no annotation. I don't need any annotation. Let me go back. Make a main activity implement. Yes, this is what I need. Okay. So now my class, if we look up, my class, which is the main activity, implements the on item selected listener, and this I need it for the action of the spinner. But for the action of the list, the view list, I need on item click listener. And I need to implement this method. This method, when any row of the list view is clicked, the row index is I. So we know which index we are clicking. What do we need to do? We need to get the values. I have the dish name, the image, and the price. These three values we need to take with us when we go to the order activity. Anything you want to access from activity to another activity, they have to be static. So anything is not static is not accessible when we go to another activity, which means I need these values or these variables to be static here in the main activity, so I can access them when I go to the order activity. Let me go up and define public static string. What I have, dish name, and public static double dish price, and public static integer dish image. Let me see if you have any questions. All of them are public and static. Let me go down here. The dish name is a string. The dish name taking its value from where? From the selected food. So it is selected food dot get I dot get name. Get dish. Yes, we don't have get name. And the dish price equals selected food dot get I dot get price, and the dish image equals selected food dot get index, which is I dot get image. Maybe you will ask me why we get I from the selected food, not from all foods. Do you want to ask this question? Or you know the answer? If you know the answer, please say it so everybody will know. This is not the answer. Yes, we need to display the selected one, but why the selected one? We are taking it from the selected food array list. Why not from the all foods array list? If we take it from the all foods array list or from the selected food, it will be one, not all of them. But why from the selected food, not from the all food? Who can give me the answer? Because here, maybe you will be confused. Do I need to take these values from the selected food or from the all food? We have two array lists, all food, selected food. Yes, who knows? Why from the selected food, not from the all food? Okay, I'll ask you the question in a different way. If I take the dish name from the all foods, it will be correct or not? Yes or no? All food has numerous values, so I will be changing, but selected food has one as static. No. Another answer. You know what? I'll show you. All food. All food. What's the problem? Oh, food. Okay, I'll show you later. Let me now keep the selected food, so make sure it's working. Then I'll come back and change to show you what is the problem if we are taken from the old food. Now, after we do this, I need to go to the next activity. To go to another activity, I need to declare an intent, 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 intent. Here the intent needs to be imported. I need to import, so just Alt with Enter or Option with Enter if you are using Mac. Intent equals what? New intent this, comma. What's the name of the activity? It's order activity dot class. Semicolon. Then what? Start activity. Which one? The intent. The intent activity. When we start the intent activity, which is the order activity, we still have nothing to show. What I need to show? I need to show the dash TV, which is the title, dash TV dot set text is what? Is the main activity dot dash name, and the price et dot set text. Here it's from the main activity price, but because it's double, I need to use a string format, quotation %.2 if, comma, main activity dot price dash price. Then what? The dash image dot set image resource from the main activity dot dash image. Let's run. Let's drink coffee. Let's wait. I want to ask you, if we want to show more details about the selected food. Like what? Like what are the ingredients, and it serves with what? With rice, with French fries, or it serves with pita, with bread. Um, more details about the dish. If we want to show more details about the dish. What are the more details and where we will write these details? What is it, slow or not responding? It seems it's not responding. Let me check here. It's slow. What? Chinese. Why this slow? My Mac is too slow while I'm connecting to the Adobe Connect. It's not this slow normally. Okay. It seems unclickable. I'm not sure if it's slow or unclickable. But let's wait because it took a long time to respond for the cuisine spinner. So before I decide if it's unclickable, let's just wait a little bit. Nothing. But why? Let's go back to the main activity. On item click. On item click. And here on item click listener. Yesterday when we tried, did we set on item click or what? It was on ItemClick. Yes. Let me stop. I just wanna make sure of the previous example yesterday. The on shopping, yeah, the on shopping, which is showing the watch or the phone. On item click, and here the list set on item click listener. This application if it's not running Ajit, what is the reason? Mhm. So it moves here, product list set on item click listener. Okay, try to move all pictures from here and put them in the mip map. Don't forget to change r.mipmap and try, maybe it will work. I just came back to this example to make sure we have used set on click listener and it works. So why now it doesn't work? Let me try again. The food order app. We have here did I? Yes, I did. Yes, it's here. Set on item click listener. And on item click this order activity class start activity. Everything is correct. Let's run again. Just to make sure it's responding. Italian food, okay. These are the Italian food. Let's choose back the Indian. Choose this one. Let me see what I find in the run here. Is there anything wrong? When we click, I'll try to show a toast dot make text and get context, comma, is clicked, comma, toast dot long dot show. Without this or this. Let me see. I just need any proof it is clicked. No, it's not responding for the click. It's not responding for the click. I will keep this code, Control or Command X. Let me delete this and here and here. I'll repeat ListView dot set on ItemClick listener. This. Implement cast implement. Okay. Okay. I don't know where exactly the problem. That's why I repeated creating this method and set the on item click listener again. It's really weird. Why it's not responding? Even it doesn't look like if it gets selected. I will once more go back to our yesterday example. I don't see any differences, but I want you to see with me if there's something I cannot see. Here we have the product list dot sit on item click listener, and here adapter view on item click listener. And here on item click adapter view integer and long L. It's exactly the same. We can, yes, we can add the button there. here in this application, in this application, we can continue with adding the button. Yes, just give me a moment, or it's okay. No, let's do it. Let's run. Yes, yes, we can do this. Yeah. Suppose we want to buy iPhone, we will click here. So we can add here a button to buy the item. Just a second, I need to hear this voice message. Just a moment. Here we can add a button. Let me just zoom. Okay, so we will show the price. I'll move the price a little up. Okay, and let's ask the user how many. Maybe the user wants more than one. You can add that. It's not an issue. I'll get a button here. The constraint button ID btn order, and what is the text on the button. too slow. Okay, go down, up a little bit. Place order. Place order. And make it bold. So the user will click the button here, then showing down the total price after adding the tax. The ID is not important. The important here, total amount. The total amount I'll show and edit text decimal. Constraints and constraints. Okay, that's it. What is the name here? The ID is ET amount. Let's go to the product, no, not product adapter. Let's go to the, where is Java? Let's go to the product details activity. Here in the product details activity, we need to add a button. Button order button. It's not recognized, so we need to import. Where is the import? Come on. Yes, correct. Import Android dot widget dot button. Oh, what I've done. Button, yes. And I need another edit text. ET2, which is the amount. Then let's go here. ET2 dot find view by ID r dot ID dot ET amount. The button order button equals find view by id r.id.btn order. Now the btn order should the order btn set on click listener this, so we need to implement the onClick listener and the onClick method. Now onClick method, we already have the price. We don't need to get the price again from the text, the edit text, because we have it from the main activity. It will be the same. So here double amount equals main activity dot price times 1.13. Then 82 dot set text string dot format quotation %.2f comma amount. Yes, you can. You can, yes. Yes. Can we pick the price from the, yes, you can. From the 81, yes. It's either this or that. You can write double amount equals ET1, no, double dot pairs ET1 dot get text dot to string times 1.13. It will be correct. That's it. Let's see the result. Has stopped. Why? Let me check. There's something wrong. What? Edit text. Find view by integer on a null object reference. Find view by ID for the edit text. Find view by ID for the edit text. It's here, find view by ID for the edit text. This one. What's the problem with this one? I don't see any problem. Okay, suppose we don't have this. And we cannot have this. Toast dot make text get application context, comma, amount. No, the amount is a string, so is double, sorry. So string dot format %.2 f, comma, amount, then comma, toast dot long dot show. Here I'm not showing the total amount in a text view or edit text. I'm showing it in message. Place order. The total amount is this. Place order again. It's showing the total amount as a message. So it works, but I really don't know why I cannot initialize this, because everything is correct. And if we go to the activity product details, we will find the ID is ET amount, and it's a valid edit text. If we look at the text, edit text, everything is okay. What is the difference between this edit text and this edit text? Where is the previous one? Price, width, margin, decimal, everything is correct. Margin, EMS, decimal, these are the constraints, but the ID is ET amount, which means it's correct. But why it gives a problem in this statement here, I really don't know. I have no idea why. Everything is fine, but it's ET equal what? ET2. The first one is ET2 here. I have two, ET and ET2. ET is the first one, ET2 is the second one. Should be ET2, and what I did, you put ET2 equal, oh sorry, okay, this problem I do sometimes. This is the second time I'm having the same problem. Wow. Okay. Thank you to tell me. Oh, this is not, just need to. Yes. So now we have both. We show the number and the edit text and in a message. If I want an Apple Watch, place order. Okay, that's correct. This application, you already have it. I sent it yesterday. I don't think you need me to send you the new update. You can add a button and add this. It's not an issue. 2 items. Yeah. To buy two items, as we don't have a database. When we have database, it's very easy. Why? Because in the database, we will create a temporary table, uh, its name shopping cart, and we can fill the shopping cart because it will be in the database. So whatever we put in the shopping cart, when we move from activity to another activity, go back, forth, it will remain. But here now, I need something to put in any product I want to buy. To do so, what we can do, we can in the main activity how to do that. Okay. We can do it in two ways. How to prevent the user to do editing. To not use edit text, we can use text view. Or if you use edit text, the edit text itself make it uneditable. Like this edit text, we can go down through the attributes and clickable true, not true, false, and editable here, false. The second one, is the same. Regarding to your question, how can we buy two items on the same order? Oh, too slow is killing me. We can in the here. Let's try to create okay, just a second. If we here create a public static array list of double total equals new array list double. Okay, so before we click this button, we can have another button like this button here, not showing the total, just add to the cart. You have to use two buttons. One button add to the cart and one button for the total. The other button, when you click it, it will just add a value here to the total. It will add a value to the total. Or without array list, just double total equals 0. And here you add total plus equals amount, and you show the total. Okay, so what is your question about the list view? We will try this, but let me answer your question about the list view. Just a second, I'll be back to answer your question. Okay. Yes, what's your question? How much about array list? I don't know much. List view initialization. This is the list view initialization. Product list view by id r.id.lv product. This is the initialization, and here setting up on ItemClickListener, and here setting the adapter. Let me see if it works to get. Suppose I want to buy Apple Watch. Place order, and I go back to buy iPhone. this order. Yeah, it works. Now the total amount is 3,000, which is the amount of both of them. What's the problem of the array list? It's like the normal array, but instead of using brackets, you will use get I, not brackets I, it's get I. And you have to fill the array list using add. Nothing changed. The array list, like the array, just the array list is dynamic. It doesn't have a fixed size. When you create it, it will be empty with no items, and its size will be 0. Then we will start adding. Every time we add an item, the size increased. So the size is exactly how many items it contains. You can read more about the array list. It's important to understand the array list. Tomorrow, before we start the tests, we can have like an hour or so to answer your questions if you have any question. So let me stop sharing my screen with you. And stop